Hey, welcome back to Midnight Stories, the place where broken hearts find clarity. Silence speaks louder than words, and healing begins in the most unexpected ways. Tonight, we're diving into a powerful truth: how to love smart and make them regret losing you without uttering a single word. You don't need revenge. You don't need to beg. You don't even need to explain yourself. Because the most unforgettable kind of comeback is silence wrapped in strength. So if you've ever loved someone who walked away, if you've ever been left wondering what went wrong or wishing they'd just come back and see your worth, this story is for you. Turn off the lights, put your phone on silent, and just listen. There was once a girl named Era, soft-spoken, full of life, someone who gave her heart like a handwritten letter, carefully, thoughtfully, completely. She loved someone who didn't know what to do with that kind of love. You know the type, the kind that thinks you'll always be there, the kind that mistakes kindness for weakness, the kind that doesn't realize what they had until you're gone. Era didn't yell when he stopped trying. She didn't fight when the attention faded, when texts went unanswered, when his promises started sounding like rehearsed excuses. She just watched, quietly, heartbreaking a little more every day, but still, she stayed. Because when you love someone deeply, you hold on to hope even when the rope is cutting into your hands. But hope isn't always enough. One day, she looked at herself in the mirror. She didn't recognize the girl staring back, tired eyes, dim smile, a version of herself who had forgotten her own worth, just trying to prove it to someone else. And that was the moment she chose silence. Not out of spite, not to play games, but because she finally realized she didn't need to scream to be heard. That's the first step. Loving smart starts with choosing yourself, not in a loud, dramatic exit, but in the quiet decision to stop chasing someone who isn't running toward you. You don't have to block them, but you don't have to watch their stories either. You don't have to post to make them jealous, but you don't have to stay invisible. You don't have to explain your silence, because silence is an answer. Let me tell you something most people don't want to hear. They will notice, not immediately, not dramatically, but one day. They'll check their phone and realize it hasn't lit up with your name in a while. They'll scroll back through old messages, looking for the moment things shifted. They'll wonder what you're up to, who you're with, why you're glowing in that photo even though you're no longer by their side. And that's when the regret kicks in. Not because you begged, not because you called them out, but because you elevated. Growth is magnetic. Healing is powerful, and nothing haunts the memory like someone who used to need you, thriving without you. So here's what loving smart really means. Step 1, reclaim your energy. The version of you that gave endlessly, stayed loyal, forgave without reason. That version deserves the same love in return. Give it to yourself. Go out. Try something new. Start reading again. Build the life that makes you excited to wake up in the morning, even if it hurts at first. Step 2, protect your peace. You don't need to defend your worth. You don't need closure from someone who didn't value your heart when they had it. Let your distance speak. Let your new boundaries be your response. And step 3, don't wait for the apology. Don't pause your growth hoping they'll one day say, "I messed up." Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But either way, you'll be too far ahead to need it. You see, people don't regret losing you the day they walk away. They regret it when they see what they can't reach anymore. When you stop showing up for them, when you stop making them the center of your universe, when your light starts shining somewhere they no longer belong. That's what love smart looks like. Not revenge, not pretending you don't care, but learning that real strength is moving forward without needing to be seen. Era didn't post quotes about betrayal. She didn't talk bad about him to mutual friends. She just transformed. She picked up her guitar again. She traveled alone for the first time. She found joy in small things: sunrises, coffee shops, silent walks with herself. And months later, when he reached out, like they always do, she didn't respond out of anger. She simply smiled, because she was no longer the girl who needed his validation. And that's the twist most people never see coming. When they come back, expecting the same version of you they once ignored. But you're not her anymore. So if you're listening to this tonight with a heavy heart, wondering how to make them regret what they did to you, here's your answer. Don't try to make them regret. Just become someone who no longer waits for their apology. Live. Love yourself better. Get so busy creating the life you deserve that by the time they realize what they lost, it no longer matters. That's your quiet revenge. That's your power. And that's how you love smart. If this story touched you, know that you're not alone. You are not broken for loving deeply. You are not weak for wanting something real. But now, it's time to want it for yourself, too. Thanks for spending these quiet minutes with us at Midnight Stories. We're here whenever you need to hear what your heart's been trying to tell you all along. Until next time, heal quietly, grow deeply, and never forget, the right people never need to be chased. Good night.